Hey guys, and welcome back to the Lost Minerals YouTube channel. Today I'm going to take you through my full skincare and makeup routine for someone that has oily and problematic skin. So throughout the day, I don't start off too oily in the mornings, but throughout the day I do find that I get a little bit oily through my makeup. And as you can see, I do have quite problematic, mainly hormonal breakouts that do come through, and a little bit of scarring, pigmentation around my face. So I'm going to take you through my full skincare and makeup routine. Now I've already applied my Superfood Cleansing Gel and the Hyaluronic Acid Serum. So the Superfood Cleansing Gel is great for a really deep cleanse of the skin. I only do this once in the morning because that is all I need. You don't want to cleanse too much with your skin, otherwise you can strip it back too much, and that's what causes more breakouts because we don't have the hydration and outer layer of our skin there. So I only do this once in the morning. The only time I will double cleanse is of a night time. So I'll cleanse once to remove all of the makeup and dirt from my skin, and then I'll go through and do another cleanse to really do a deep one through the pores. And then I go through with damp skin straight after I cleanse with the Hyaluronic Acid Serum. This is amazing for hydration. It is your daily hydration boost and also holds 1,000 times its weight in water. So I take this all the way over my face and down my neck as well to really boost the hydration in my skin, especially before applying makeup. Next, I go in with the probiotic moisturizer. This stuff is so hydrating and healing, especially for breakouts. It's full of probiotics which are going to support those breakouts and bacteria in the skin. I'm blending this down the neck as well. You never want to forget about your neck. Now I'm going to let that sit in for a few minutes, and then I'm going to go in with my SPF. Now I never forget SPF on the skin because I want to prevent wrinkles and sun damage as much as possible. So I go in with the Clean Tinted Moisturizer, and I love to apply this with the round blending brush just because it does have added zinc and it is quite thick, but it is so good for every day. I love that it is tinted, but it really just blends into your natural skin tone as well. I love to go around my ears as well. Don't need them getting damaged. And I just do a second pump for my forehead. I have had really bad sun damage on my forehead before, so I like to use a lot up here. It's so easy to blend out with this round blending brush. Perfect, so I'm gonna let this settle into the skin as well for about 2 minutes, just so it's fully soaked in before we apply the rest of the range. Now for primer, I love to use the mattifying gel primer. It has added rose and a lot of healing benefits for my problematic skin, and it's also quite mattifying, which is going to help with that oil control throughout the day as well. So I just apply 1 pump of this across my face. Now you can apply this before or after your SPF, whatever you prefer. If I'm in a rush, sometimes I like to use this first and then apply my SPF and go in with like a powder foundation or something, but it really doesn't matter. Perfect. And now for foundation, I love a full coverage finish, especially for my breakouts. I really want to try and cover them as much as possible. So I love to use the Pro Finish Liquid Foundation. I'm in shade 05. If you're not sure of your shade, you can use the online new color matching tool through our website. We have a new feature where you can actually try on the shades to find your perfect match before you purchase, which is so perfect. It's a 99% success rate, and we've had so many amazing and happy customers since this new feature. It is honestly a God's gift. It is so good. So I do like to apply this one with another round blending brush, and then I just go over the top again with the Pro Blender to smooth it all out. I'm just going to do half my face first so you guys can see the coverage. So just blending this out with the round blending brush. So that is half my face done. You can just see the coverage here. How amazing. It's got a beautiful satin finish. You can certainly build it up as well to an even fuller coverage. I like to just do 1 layer because by the time I add my powder foundation, it looks like such an amazing full coverage anyway. But yeah, you can see my pigmentation and how good is that color match. Perfect. So I'm going to do the other half of my face now and then move on to concealer. Now for concealer, I'm going in with the Mineral Blur Concealer in shade Light and just using the Pro Blender to blend this one out. I like to apply literally, you don't need much at all. You don't want to have too much under your eyes, otherwise that starts to cause creases in your makeup as well. So a little bit does go a long way. Just start off small, and if you do want to build up from there, you can. So I'm just going to blend this out. I like to go under the eye and then start bringing it down. You can do it however you want, really. I come out a little bit too to give more of a lifted look. And then any excess that I have, I just start going in my T-zone to highlight those areas as well, without applying too much concealer. There you go, you can see the difference there, how much it really brightens your under eye. Perfect, that is the concealer all done. Now for my powder foundation, I'm obsessed with the pressed powder. As you can see, it's very loved. I do love the loose powder as well, but I'm going for more of a matte finish look. So I'm just going to apply it in shade 03. I just swirl it around, tap off the excess, and then I really start pressing into the skin. You don't want to start blending it out and being really aggressive because you're going to move the foundation you've just applied. So I like to work in sections and just press into the skin for a good 20 to 30 seconds before moving on to the next section. This just allows it to bind to the natural oils in your skin, and your makeup will last so much longer, trust. So just blending this out. As you can see, it's offered that more coverage as well. And this has SPF 15 as well, so that is going to help on top of the clean tinted sunscreen we applied to protect the skin. A little bit goes such a long way with this one too. You really don't need much. Depending on where you get quite oily as well, you might want to focus a little bit more on that area. So for me, it is around my nose and just under on top of my lip, as well as in between the brows and just through that T-zone here. I'm so obsessed with this pressed powder, seriously. And to lock that all in and ensure it lasts all day, I love to go in with the HD setting powder. You can use the loose or the pressed. I just have a fair bit of the HD and the loose left, so I'm gonna go in with this. And just using a fluffy brush, you can also use the kabuki as well. And I love to focus this mainly on my T-zone and the areas that I do get oily. So that is my go-to base for my sensitive, oily and acne-prone skin. So I love that it's a full coverage, mattifying finish, and I know that I'm using products on my skin that aren't going to harm it as well, because it's full packed of superfoods, it's non-comedogenic, which means it is breathable for the skin, and it's not going to cause more breakouts at the end of the day. So to finish off the look, I love to go in with my bronzer and blush and just a little bit of mascara. For blush, I'm using shade Spring, which is shade 13, just with a little fluffy brush. A little bit goes such a long way with this one too, you really do not need much. And I just love to press this into the skin. Such a beautiful pink tone. Literally reminds me of spring. And I just apply on the apples of my cheeks and work my way up for a more lifted look. And just apply any excess to my nose and the forehead to bring that color back into my skin, and the chin. Now for bronzer, I'm using shade Cinnamon, which is 02. It's a beautiful corally shimmer shade, and I'm using just the contour brush. A little bit goes such a long way with this one too, so tap off as much excess, because it's certainly buildable. You can just see how that's coming through already, so I might just blend it out. Super easy to blend to with this little brush as well, because it's quite precise to get it exactly where you want it, and the bristles are so soft that it blends so easily. And I love to focus just under the blush, but above where your ear line is basically. You want to line the brush up to your ear and down to your lips, and that's where you apply your blush and your bronzer. Perfect. And then I just go a little bit around the forehead as well, just to bronzen that up and create a little bit more shadow. And then just around the chin with any excess. Now using the same brush, because it is quite small and precise, literally the tiniest bit, and I just go around my nose to carve that out a little bit. So you can see a little bit goes such a long way. And then I love to use it as an eyeshadow as well, because it just ties in with the look and it's very natural. I love it as an eyeshadow. It really just ties the look together. Perfect. I'm just going to add my mascara off camera and then I'll be right back. So this is my completed look for oily, breakout prone and sensitive skin types for a full coverage using the Pro Finish Liquid Foundation and the Pressed Powder Foundation. I'm obsessed. This is my everyday go-to. I love this routine because it's so quick and easy to do, and you can use minimal tools for so many different things that it just makes it so easy for your makeup kit as well. And I just love this look. Now, if you have more of a dry skin type, we do have a tutorial with the beautiful Caitlin on our YouTube channel as well, which we will leave in the description below for you to easily find that one. But we have multiple routines on the website for different looks as well. But we have multiple different makeup routines and tutorials on our YouTube channel as well. So make sure you flick through and see which one is your favorite. But if you guys have any questions, then please leave them in the comments below and we will reach out to you. Have an amazing day.